The old Blackwood mansion stood on a hill overlooking the town, a brooding Gothic silhouette against the stormy sky. Sarah, a young journalist, felt a shiver run down her spine as she approached. Drawn by rumors of a haunting, she was determined to uncover the truth.
The iron gates creaked open as if warning me. The house loomed large, its windows like empty eyes watching my every move.
The air grew colder as she stepped onto the porch. The scent of decay hung heavy in the air. The wooden floorboards groaned under her weight, each step echoing through the silent house. She felt a presence, unseen but palpable, watching her. Her heart pounded in her chest, a mixture of fear and excitement coursing through her veins. The library was a cavernous room, lined with shelves upon shelves of ancient books. Dust motes danced in the faint rays of sunlight filtering through the grimy windows. Sarah ran her fingers along the spines of the books, their titles whispering of forgotten lore and forbidden knowledge.
The musty air seemed to crackle with a strange energy, as if the very walls held their breath.
She noticed a book tucked away on a high shelf, its leather cover devoid of any markings. Drawn by an inexplicable force, she retrieved a ladder and reached for it. The book felt strangely warm in her hands, its pages filled with arcane symbols and diagrams. It spoke of a power beyond human comprehension, a power that both terrified and enticed her. The book was a grimoire, a textbook of dark magic. Its pages contained spells and incantations, rituals and invocations, all written in a language both ancient and strangely familiar. Sarah found herself drawn to its power, a seductive whisper promising knowledge and control.
I knew I shouldn't, but curiosity outweighed caution.
She began practicing the spells, at first hesitantly, then with growing confidence. She felt a surge of power course through her veins with each successful incantation, a heady feeling that was both intoxicating and terrifying. But with each spell, the shadows in the house seemed to deepen, and a cold dread began to creep into her heart. The first spell was simple, a minor manipulation of light. As Sarah uttered the words, the candle flame on her makeshift altar flickered and grew, casting dancing shadows on the library walls. A thrill shot through her, a mixture of fear and exhilaration. She had done it. She had commanded magic.
The power was intoxicating, addictive.
Sarah devoured the grimoire's pages, her hunger for knowledge insatiable. She practiced more spells, each more complex than the last, each amplifying the strange energy thrumming within the mansion's walls. But with each successful incantation, the shadows grew darker, more animated, as if watching her, waiting. One night, Sarah noticed a shadow moving in the corner of her eye. It wasn't the natural play of light and darkness, but something more substantial, more sinister. It slithered along the walls, always just out of sight, always watching.
Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through my initial excitement.
The air grew colder, heavier. Whispers seemed to emanate from the walls, murmuring her name in tones both seductive and menacing. Sleep offered no escape, filled with nightmares of shadowy figures and chanting voices. Sarah was no longer alone in the house. She had invited something in, something dark and hungry. The spells started to take a toll. Sarah's reflection in the dusty mirror was changing. Her eyes, once bright and curious, now flickered with an unsettling power. Her touch left an unnatural chill on the furniture, on her own skin.
Panic welled up inside me, choking me.
The grimoire, once a source of fascination, now felt heavy with malice. Its pages seemed to writhe with dark energy, the ink swirling like a living thing. Sarah tried to stop, to resist the allure of the magic, but it was too late. The darkness had a hold of her, twisting her from the inside out. A figure coalesced from the shadows one night, tall and imposing, wreathed in a chilling aura. Its voice, when it spoke, was a low, resonant hum that seemed to vibrate in Sarah's very bones.
It offered her knowledge, power, immortality in exchange for her essence, her very soul.
Terror threatened to overwhelm Sarah, but a spark of her old self, the journalist's curiosity, flickered within the encroaching darkness. This creature, this sorcerer, was the source of the mansion's darkness, the entity she'd unwittingly contacted with her spells. She had to escape, to warn others, even if it cost her everything. The sorcerer, amused by Sarah's defiance, revealed glimpses of his power.
He conjured illusions, warping the library into a swirling vortex of colors and shapes. He spoke of ancient rituals, of realms beyond human comprehension, of the infinite power that awaited those who dared to seize it.
His words were a siren song, tempting Sarah with promises of power and knowledge. But beneath the surface, she sensed a profound loneliness, a deep-seated hunger that could never be satiated. The sorcerer was a slave to his own power, trapped in an endless cycle of darkness. Realizing the true cost of the sorcerer's bargain, Sarah knew she had to escape.
Using her newfound abilities against him, she conjured a blinding flash of light, momentarily distracting the sorcerer.
She made a run for it, dodging spectral flames and shadowy tendrils that lashed out at her. The mansion fought to contain her, floors shifting, doors slamming shut. But Sarah's fear fueled her desperation. She had to escape, to warn others of the darkness lurking within the Blackwood estate. This was no ghost story, but something far more ancient, far more insidious. Sarah stumbled out of the mansion, gasping for breath. The grimoire clutched tightly to her chest. The storm had broken, and the first rays of dawn pierced through the clouds, casting the mansion in a pale, almost hopeful light.
But for me, the horrors I had witnessed would forever taint the sunrise.
The experience left its mark. Sarah could still feel the pull of the darkness, the seductive whisper of magic at the edge of her senses. But she also carried the weight of her experience, the knowledge that some doors are best left unopened, some powers too dangerous to wield. The Blackwood Mansion still stands on the hill, a silent sentinel overlooking the town. Some say it's just an old house, its secrets lost to time.
But I know the truth. I know that within its decaying walls, a darkness still lingers, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to stumble upon its secrets.
Her story serves as a warning, a reminder that curiosity, while a powerful tool, can also be a dangerous mistress. Some mysteries are best left unsolved, some knowledge too dangerous to possess. For the darkness is always listening, waiting for an invitation. And once it takes hold, it never truly lets go.